welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where it's your Let's Play 2. Today is August 16th, 2015. You are watching Streaming Sundays, some number, I don't even know anymore, which is cool. I've done this long enough. I don't even remember what number we're up to.
50-something.
No, we're in the 60s now.
Seriously?
Yeah, we're in the mid-60s.
I don't even know.
If you are watching this on YouTube, you should join us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on hitbox.tv/PyroFalkonLPE. A link is in the video description. We do audience participation. We have pre-shows. We have after parties. You get some insider information by showing up to those, too. You should join us.
Do it.
Now, this week, we do not have an audience participation game. When I bought this, I thought it would be. And series regular and channel manager Kalo Shade does own this game as well and has told me two things. One, doesn't make for very good audience participation. And two, it's hard as balls. So, balls aren't hard. That was a very...
no.
It was hard as...
Hard as a...
It's
can't,
difficult. So...
I can't come up with something that isn't some convoluted fetish play.
We're probably going to die 1,000 times, which is awesome. So let's just get this going. Apparently this is a remake. Oh, there. Okay. I'll just freaking read it. The Forest of Doom is a fighting fantasy gamebook, an interactive adventure in which you are the hero. You can only win by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, avoiding traps, and surviving combat. Before embarking on your adventure, you must determine your own strengths and weaknesses with a series of dice rolls. You have in your possession a sword, some leather armor, and a backpack containing provisions, food and drink, for the trip. You have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay and exercising vigorously to build up your stamina. You must first choose from one of 3 difficulty settings. The gamebook has been designed for optimum challenge on the adventure difficulty mode. For newcomers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So apparently, if I remember right, this is a remake, or I should say it's a port of an actual book that was released in the 80s or 90s, which is kind of interesting. So I'm kind of stoked. It's basically a choose your own adventure book.
Well, Kalo's having flashbacks already.
You have chosen the adventure difficulty. Before continuing, you must calculate your initial stamina. Your stamina score reflects your general... Yeah, okay, I get it. You must roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number. Alright, okay. Roll your starting stamina. It is 8, plus 12 is 20. Okay. Next, your skill. Your skill reflects your swordsmanship and general expertise. The higher the better. Obviously, starting skill is blah, blah, blah. Okay, so our skill is 2 plus 6, which is 8. Alright.
Is this
Your
just
luck-
D&D online?
Well, yes, but like I said, it was an actual book from the past. Like, you've seen Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yes.
This is a Choose Your Own Adventure book, except they digitized it, which I think is kind of cool. I actually like that idea, and I hope they kind of do more. Your luck score indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy kingdom. Whatever. Okay, so our luck is shitty. Good deal. All right, we have shitty luck. In addition to your other starting equipment, you may take 1 bottle of a magical potion which will aid you on your quest. You may choose to take a bottle of any of the following. Potion of skill to restore skill points. Potion of strength to restore stamina. Potion of fortune to restore luck. Since our luck was shitty, do you think we should take the potion of fortune? What do you think?
I'm like wondering how often will the luck roll come into play?
Who knows?
Probably a lot. Since it's shitty, yeah. Since that was our accidental dump stat. Or shit stat.
Are you sure you want the potion of fortune? Yes. In addition to your other starting equipment, you made it. Yeah, okay. These potions may be taken anytime, taking a measure, so blah, blah, blah. Okay. Like I said in the beginning, this isn't exactly going to be an audience participation, but if we fail hard, which Kalo has assured us we will, in the comments, give us some advice as we play, or not. Help us out if we start sucking horribly. Once you have selected a potion, you may begin. Yay. You are an adventurer, a sword for hire, and have been roaming the northern borderlands of your kingdom. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite the long walks and rough outdoor life, you are content with your unknown destiny. The world holds no fears for you as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil men and beasts with your trusty sword. Not once during the last 10 days since entering the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. Thank you. This does not worry you at all, as you are happy with your own company and enjoy the slow, sunny days, hunting, eating, and sleeping. No Oxford comma, that always bothers me. It is evening, and having feasted on a dinner of rabbit spit roasted on an open fire, you settle down to sleep beneath your sheepskin blanket. There's a full moon and the light... Okay, there's a full moon and the light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword, skewered into the ground by your side. Why would you dull the edge of your only weapon by jamming it into the ground unnecessarily?
It's badass. Shut up. It doesn't have to make sense. Meh.
A wizard did
I'm
it?
so manly.
You gaze at it, wondering when you will next have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. I'm kind of glad we're not in the village anymore. We sound like a sociopath. These are strange lands inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts, goblins, trolls, and even dragons. As the flame of your campfire gently dies, you begin to drift to sleep and images of screaming, green-faced trolls flicker through your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear the loud crack of a twig breaking under a clumsy foot. You leap up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand motionless but alert, ready to pounce on your unseen adversary. Then you hear a groan, followed by the dull thud of a body falling to the ground. Is it a trap? Slowly, you walk over to the bush where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down to see a little old man with a great bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head and notice 2 crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his plump, chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers to life. After covering him with the sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He
Really?
coughs.
You're gonna give up a sheepskin blanket to a dying man?
He coughs and moans, and he's gonna bleed all over it.
Yeah.
That's how you contract the hep. What's wrong with you?
Yes.
I mean, the herp. No, the hep. Anyway.
Yep. It would be the herp if, like, you rub it on his herp.
He sits up rigid, eyes staring fixedly ahead, and starts to shout, "I'll get them! I'll get them! Don't you fear, Gillibrand! Big Leg is coming to bring you the hammer, oh yes! Indeed I am, oh yes!" The dwarf, whose name you presume to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from the poison-tipped bolts lodged in his stomach. You watch as he slumps down again to the ground, then whisper his name in his ear. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you, as he again starts to shout, "Ambush! Look out! Ambush! Ah! The hammer! Take the hammer to Gillibrand! Save the dwarves!" His eyes half close and the pain seems to ease a little, and as the delirium subsides, he speaks to you again in a low whisper. "Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite our people against the trolls. We were on our way to Darkwood in search of the hammer, ambushed by the little people, others killed. The map in my pouch will take you to the home of Yatstromo, the master mage of these parts. He has great magics for sale to protect you against the creatures of Darkwood. Take my gold. I beg you to find the hammer and take it to Gillibrand, my lord of Stonebridge. You will be well rewarded." Big Leg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out except his last dying breath. You sit down and ponder Big Leg's words. Who is Gillibrand? Who is Yatsromo? What is all the fuss about the dwarfish hammer? You reach over to the... Sorry. You reach over to the still body of Big Leg and remove the pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside, you find 30 gold pieces and a map.
Well, that was fun. Back to bed.
Alright. Cool, I can't expand it. Okay.
To the tavern!
Wow, that is, not an overly detailed map, which probably makes sense, right? Is that 2 rivers feeding into each other? Yes, that's 2 rivers feeding into each other. The road goes around the forest, and 1 river cuts through the middle of the forest. Okay. Jingling the coins in your hand, you think of the possible rewards which may await you just for returning a hammer to a village of dwarves. You decide to try and find the hammer in Darkwood Forest. It's been a few weeks since your last good battle, and what is more, you are likely to be well paid for this one. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Big Leg.
Covered in blood.
In the morning, you bury the old dwarf. I actually wondered what he was going to do with the corpse, and gather up your possessions. You examine the map, look up to the sun, and find your bearings. Whistling merrily, you head south. And just ignoring the fact that you listen to some dead man's final words, you head off south at a good pace, eager to meet this man Yatsuromo and see what he has to offer. Yay! You guys interested in this? Having fun over there? In the comments? So I don't get a chance to look?
Kalo says, this adventurer has a death wish, and I agree, we should have gone to the tavern.
Yeah, we've been better there anyway.
Drunk ourselves stupid, gotten a whore, laid down for the night in an actual bed.
Not to mention peeing all over the tavern floor, because...
Oh god, yeah.
You can't...
That is some quality wood to pee on.
Your walk to Yatsuromo's takes a little over a half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edges of Darkwood, some 50 meters from the path you have been following, it is difficult to find. Finally, you walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist, and that Big Leg had not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and gong hang from the stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine, and you realize the loud bong invades the deep silence.
You were thinking of actual bongs, weren't you?
I'm like, usually bongs are gonna put you into a deep silence rather than invading a deep silence, which you had not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard.
Just imagining this bong flying through the air and screaming because it's alive. I don't know. I don't know how is
an anthropomorphic bong. That's got to be Disney or
Yes.
Pixar's next film. You await anxiously at the door and hear slow footsteps descending the stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open, and two eyes appear and examine you. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you are an adventurer in search of the master mage Yatsuromo, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest. Oh! Well, in that case, if you're interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come up. I am Yatsuromo. He then turns and slowly climbs the stone stairs. Will you follow him up the stairs or draw your sword and attack him? What do you think, the Akamura?
Well, we should follow him up the stairs.
Okay.
Because this is a master mage, Yatsuromo, who built that giant fucking tower we just saw a few pages ago with sheer magic.
That's true, and I don't want to die within 20 minutes of starting this adventure, so let's roll. You follow the huffing and puffing old man in his tattered robes.
Hey, maybe he'll die on his way up the stairs.
Spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards, and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, armor, and all manner of strange artifacts. Yatsuromo shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in an old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles. Placing these on his nose, he picks up a piece of slate and chalk from a table next to his chair and begins to write frantically. He then hands you the slate. Okay. He just sat there and wrote all this shit? That'd be hilarious if we just said fuck it and friggin'... How the hell am I supposed to know what to buy? First of all, maybe that's the point. He tells you that all the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that, unfortunately, the magic in the items only works once, but they are the best you can buy for the money. Yatsuromo then asks you for the reason for the purchase of the items, and you tell him your story and your decision to continue the quest of the luckless Big Leg. Ah yes, Yatsuromo says, slowly rubbing his chin. I heard that the good dwarves of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, the king is unable to arouse his people. Yep, sure he is without his warhammer.
They're all weapon fetishists.
Despite the fact that the hill trolls threaten his village. Rumor has it that an envious king of another village of dwarves sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which it managed to do. But as it flew over Darkwood, it was attacked by Deathhawks, and the hammer dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently, 2 forest goblins found the hammer but could not decide who was to keep it. How the hell do you know all this? They wrestled for hours but gave up. Then they discovered that the handle unscrewed from the head, and the argument was settled. One kept the head, the other kept the handle. Then they parted, each happy with their new treasure. Who knows if they still have them? So I'm afraid your problems are doubled. Pokemon just went through my head. And I can tell you that the head is made of bronze and the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy. Good luck.
Maybe
Thank
we should
Nostromo
go back and
leave
buy
the
some
room
shit.
by the spiral staircase. Yes, that is exactly what I am doing. Okay, I just wanted to... So... I assume, though, especially the way Kayla was talking, there are certain things here we should buy and certain things we should not buy. Let's do quick math. 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 23, 26, 29, 31, 33, 35, 38, 41, 44. Alright, so we can't buy everything. We only have 30 gold. It may not even be in our best interest to spend all of our money. So... Oh, Kalo says don't attack him since it ends badly. Fair enough. Anyway, alright, so we have to decide what we want to buy here at the Akamura. I think we should buy... First of all, there was a Rod of Water finding. I think we should buy that just in case we, you know, thirst to death in the middle of the goddamn forest.
Yes.
So we're going to buy that. And then... Glove of Missile Dexterity. I don't think we need that.
No.
Armband of Strength sounds useful. Net of Entanglement sounds useful. I've heard that you need the nose filters at some point. So I'm going to buy those. I could just be losing my mind, but I swear that was something that was on the trailer video that you sort of need it. So, let's see. Armband of Strength, maybe?
Go back one.
Potion of Healing. Oh, fucking yeah.
Yes.
Potion of Healing.
Definitely get that. And Potion of Anti-Poison looks ridiculously helpful.
Yes. And then, how much are we... Let's see, we've got map, sword, gold, 20. We have 20 monies left.
20 money.
20 monies. Okay. Rope of Climbing? That sounds
Or
like something
Boots
we
of
need.
Leaping.
Well, everyone needs a rope, so we're going to buy the rope.
Yes.
Ring of Light so we don't have to see in the dark. Let's see. Now we're up to, or down to, rather, 14 gold. Anything else sound specifically interesting to you?
Next page over.
The net sounds
Yeah,
pretty
get
good.
the net and the armband.
Okay. It's going to leave us with 8.
765.
It's not telling me what the fire capsule... Oh. Shiny red capsules which explode into fire when thrown. Oh, it's a frickin' napalm grenade. Okay. Well then. It's something to think about. So, Glove of Missile Dexterity, Headband of Concentration, Garlic Buds.
What are the garlic buds for?
Great for cooking and also useful against vampires. Well then. That assumes if we see a vampire, we can't deal with him in any other way. We can get holy water. Useful against undead such as ghouls. What do you think?
We have the Ring of Light, so we may not need either.
Okay. I mean, we could also just save our cash, but that assumes we don't need the cash eventually, or we will need the cash eventually, which we may
Yes.
not. So, what do you think? Enables the wearer to focus solely... Ooh, that sounds useful.
Yes.
Enables the wearer to focus solely on a single object despite any distractions. Yes, that sounds useful. Alright, we're down to 5 gold. Anything else? Anything jump out at you?
I'm like...
Go away, thing.
What's the potion
fuck?
of stillness?
A potion that calms the drinker during stressful situations.
No.
Yeah, it seems redundant to the other thing. Kayla posted a picture. I thought it was a cat playing a trumpet, but it's a cat smoking a bong while flying through the air. And Kayla says, I put flying bong into Google, and this is what came up.
Stoners.
Wow. Anyway, what do you think?
I'm thinking the boots of leaping and the fire capsules.
Oh, that sounds good to me. And that will be all of our money. All right, let's tell him thank you and get the hell out of here. Outside in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Yatstromo's tower into the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides, you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly and the air becomes moist and unpleasant.
Moist.
Moist. Deeper and deeper you go.
Moist.
I'm thinking that hammer really is some sort of weapon fetishist kind of thing.
Moist.
Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom. Eventually, the path forks on either side of the huge old tree. To go west or to go east? What do you think? I'm scared. I'm scared for my balls. Maybe we should kick this to the fans. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
All right, let us know in the chat. Do you think we should go west or east? Hell, I'll put a friggin' poll up. All right, well, all right, so everyone voted, and we have a tie, so Akamura, you get the deciding vote.
It's not fair since I voted. Where's the coin?
Oh, did you vote?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I'll break the thing then. We're going east. All right. The narrow path continues to cut its way through the tangled forest. Strange animal cries and noises echo through the trees. At last, the path widens to approximately 1 meter across. Soon you arrive at a moss-covered wooden signpost on top of which sits a large crow.
I'm providing the noises.
What?
I'm providing the noises.
Birds say burb.
Burb.
The arms of the signpost read north and east. Just as you are deciding which way to continue, you hear the words, "Good afternoon." You look up in the direction of the voice and see the crow inquisitively looking... Whoa. Crow looking down at you inquisitively. "Good afternoon," you reply slowly, feeling a little foolish. The crow speaks again.
Which way are you headed?
Asking which way you are headed. You reply that you are looking for 2 goblins, small, sinewy creatures with brown, scaly skin. 1 gold piece will buy my advice. God damn it. Pay the crow. We can't ignore the crow and go north, ignore the crow and go on east. Well, I want to go east, so we're going to go fucking east. The path continues to cut its way through the dense undergrowth, and you feel a little claustrophobic with the trees overhanging you on either side. After a while, the path turns sharply to the left, at a tree bearing strange fruit. If you wish to stop and eat some of the fruit, or if you wish to proceed north without stopping to eat, go another way. I'm kind of scared to just eat a fruit that we just randomly come across. We have a backpack full of food. I don't think it's necessary to be picking random fruits off random trees.
Yes. This did not end well in the labyrinth.
Right.
Or anything else.
Let's go north without eating. To the right of the path, you hear voices arguing in a strange language coming through the trees. If you wish to step off the path to investigate, or if you'd rather ignore the voices and press on north, turn 2. Alright, TC did not get a chance to vote in the poll because he had to walk away. So TC, I'll give you this choice. Do we step off the path to investigate, or do we ignore the voices and keep going? Make your selection in the chat. Just a reminder for anyone who happened to join, this is not a strict audience participation, but I will throw it to you occasionally if we get into a little decision point. So what do you think, TC? Do we investigate or do we ignore it? And hello, Sean Big God or Sean B God. Thank you for joining the chat. TC selects that we should investigate. Carefully, he adds. In a small clearing amidst the trees, you see 2 small creatures with warty skin dressed in leather armor. They appear to be arguing over who should be in charge of the rabbit, which is being spit roasted over an open fire. On seeing you, they cease their argument and draw their short swords. You're going to have to fight orcs to advance that are advancing toward you. Okay, you must fight. If you win the battle, turn 2. If you wish to escape during the battle, you may do so by running back to the path and heading north. Turn 2 if you are killed by either of these two. Okay, so I guess fight. Fight on! I don't know what these dice rolls are exactly telling me.
Rude!
Okay, we smacked them. Fight on. Yeah, we are not testing our luck. Fuck that noise. Ouch. Fight on. Yes, fight on. Hey, we're doing pretty good. That's kind of cute that the die kind of fall on themselves. You have defeated the first orc. Now you must face the second orc. Oh, we were fighting them one at a time? Well, that seems kind of cheesy for, Those orcs have terrible tactics if they're fighting me one at a time. We call that dumb ninja fashion. Dominated! Alright. You search through the bags and clothes of the orcs and find 2 gold pieces and a small wooden whistle. You also decide to eat the spit roasted rabbit and gain 2 points to your stamina, which is good because we lost 2 points during that fight, so we're back to 100%. Suitably refreshed, you return to the path and head north. Further along the narrow path, you hear a deep growl to your left in the trees.
Puppy!
If you want to see what the creature is growling, turn. If you prefer to ignore, turn. Okay, so...
What if it's a foxy?
Do you want to make an executive decision and go check out this creature?
Do we check out the foxy, guys? Let's
Well,
check
if
out
you're
the foxy.
wording it like that, I don't think they're going to argue with you very much. I wonder if our map is getting updated while we're doing this. Oh, hey, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay. Well, that works. We're making our way north.
Making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past him or homebound.
I don't know the reference.
Doodle-doo-doodle-doo.
You realize you were tilting your head up and away from the mic while you were doing that while lowering your own volume?
Bah! Did you guys hear me?
Oh my gosh.
I usually do that when I don't want to be heard.
Anyway, we're gonna go check out this creature. Hullabaloo, fight a creature that has been darted. What? As you wind your way through the trees in the direction of the growling, you suddenly come face to face with a huge brown bear.
That's not a foxy,
That is
that's
not
a Freddy.
Exactly. A small dart protrudes from its chest and it looks mad with pain and rage.
Aww.
You draw your sword and prepare to fight. Oh, great. Okay. Alright. Let's test our luck. What does that mean? Lucky, you do more damage. Oh, sweet. Okay. That's cool. I'm not going to test that very often, though. And Freddy seems to be... were those dice just mating over there? Kind of... Oh, God.
A little bit.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I think we're good now. Wow, those dice are really getting uncomfortably close. All right. Killed the burr. Tink says you're cute. You notice that the
Not cute. I'm super manly.
That is one of my favorite memes you introduced me to. You notice that the small dart that protrudes from the bear's chest is made of silver. Its value is 5 gold pieces, and you put it in your backpack, gaining 1 luck point for your discovery. You now return to the path and head north. Daylight appears through the trees in great white shafts on either side of the path. The forest is thinning out. Soon the path leads out of the trees onto a large plain with tall grasses. Beyond, you see rising... What? Oh, beyond, you see rising ground leading to low hills. A new branch off the path leads west. We don't exactly know where we're going, per se, but I suppose, like, we don't know if we have to go to the center or go to the north or where we have to go. We could have gone the wrong way entirely. So, not knowing the path, what do you think? Should we go west or north? Or
Let's go west.
kick it to the... Go west? What does that mean? West?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, east? I thought you meant west.
You soon arrive at another junction in the path. You see that the path leading south heads straight back into the forest and decide against it. Therefore, you may continue west or go north. Alright, so checking the map again. So, okay, so if we had gone north on this location, we probably would have been here unless there was some sort of event. Okay. So, what do you think? Keep going west?
Let's go north.
Oh, Kalo says when you head to the most northern part of the forest, the game ends. That's useful. So north is definitely our end goal.
Okay,
so it's sort of a balance between whether we want to hang around and keep gaining power and shit, or whether we should just bum rush it.
Let's keep looting and go west.
Okay. The path ends at another junction. The way south leads back to the forest, so you decide to turn north. All right. Fair enough.
Go back in the
Walking
forest.
quickly along the path through waist-high grass, you arrive at another junction in the path. Another north or another west? What? Oh. I'm thinking west. I have a feeling that's going somewhere. See how it's kind of going off the path? Let's go west. Not too far ahead comes the sharp noise of barking dogs drawing near. Suddenly, a brown fox with eyes wide open, other than the one eye patch, in fear dashes past you, running east. The frantic yelping of the dogs gets louder.
Save the foxy!
If you wish to face the oncoming pack of dogs, turn. If you'd rather hide in the tall grasses off the path and let them run past and pursue the fox, turn 86. So you want to save the foxy?
Yes.
All right. That means we're going to have to kill dogs.
I accept this.
You draw your sword and stand to face the pack of dogs. They come into view in a cloud of dust. I'm like, dogs can't run fast enough to produce a cloud of dust. Anyway, they come into view, like, that's what I'm upset about over the realism of this choice. Anyway, they come into view in a cloud of dust. Galloping behind them is a masked rider wearing a long, flowing cloak and riding a white stallion. He blows a horn and the pack of dogs comes to a sudden halt in front of you. There are 4 of them, and you see that they are hunting dogs. The stallion stands motionless behind them, with steam blowing from its nostrils in 2 long jets. The masked man looks at you without speaking. We speak to him or start slaughtering the dogs? I probably don't have to ask you that question.
No, you know what to do.
All right.
Yes.
You nod your head at the masked rider and bid him good day. He nods back but says nothing. You tell him of your quest to help the dwarves of Stonebridge. He then jumps down from his mount, throws back his cape, and extends his right arm to shake your hand. You see that each of his fingers is adorned by a large gold ring. Do we attack him or carry on the conversation? This game wants us to fucking fight everything that we come across, doesn't it?
Yes, I think we should carry on the conversation.
I do too. The man smiles and takes off his mask, explaining that he wore it to protect himself against the dust and not to hide the face of a robber. You sheath your sword and relax a little. But that's just what a non-robber, or that's just what a robber would want you to think. The man tells you that he is a hunter, and that the best game in all the northern borderlands can be found on this grassy plain within Darkwood Forest. He says that his hounds were chasing a wild boar when they lost its scent and picked up that of a fox mistakenly.
Aww.
He warns you that some of the dangerous beasts that lurk in these parts, and warns you of, and finally says, and if you're going to spend the... Get a muffler, asshole! It's the night in the Darkwood Forest, you might need some of this. He drops some belladonna into your hand and jumps back on his stallion. Then, with a sudden blow of his horn, the dogs run off east. He turns and waves to you before galloping off in pursuit of the dogs. You put the belladonna into your backpack and set off west again.
Yay!
You soon arrive at a crossroads. The way south leads back to the forest, so you decide to ignore it. You may keep going west or turn north. Let's see where we are. Wow. See, again, I figure there's something west if we're right at the edge of the forest, you know?
Yeah. I wonder why we're not going south.
Because, like, the game's railroading us to go north. So we don't just literally collect everything.
Kalo says nothing nice, so let's go west.
Okay. I think he was responding to what TC said. TC asked what happens when we attack the rider.
Oh.
But either way, we'll go west. Wow, dude. That's some anatomy.
What's wrong with your everything?
His nipples are weird.
His chest muscles are weird.
His head is the wrong proportion.
What's up with his neck?
He has literally a bicep on his bicep on his bicep, which is next to a half bicep connected to his shoulder.
His entire body looks like a scrote.
Does he have an extra finger growing out of his index finger? A little nub?
Are those abs or misshapen feet?
Why are his pecs so low on his chest? Nothing about this makes sense at all.
What's going on with his armpit?
And does he have buck teeth or an overbite, or
is he buff and just has 7 chins for no reason, or is he like really fat and he's arranged it in that way and taped it down?
His ears are almost as small as his eyes.
And they're really far back. Also,
what the hell is going on
What
here?
is his hairline?
He also has, it looks like, 2 sets of worry lines? That's not possible.
What's up with his cheekbones? Shouldn't they be settled nearer to the eye?
And the main question we are not asking is he wearing pants?
No.
That'll do it for today's episode. No, just anyway. Yeah.
Nope, I think it's time to throw on the Let's Play towel. Goodbye.
Ahead, you see that the path ends at the door of a large hut made of dried mud. It has a domed roof and a single window. You peer through the window. Really? We're the ones who are looking in to see this atrocity inside this building. You peer through the window and see a large man with dark skin.
Looks pretty white to me.
Skin. Okay, sitting at a table in the middle of a hut. He is bare-chested and is flexing the muscles of his arms. If you wish to enter the hut, I don't want to go in the hut. I don't want to deal with this whatever, this mess.
Neither do I.
Just fuck it. We're going back to the path junction.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, we're going to go back. Let's see.
Kalo says go in.
Nope, not happening. We're going east.
Kalo says go in.
Nope, we're going east. Walking along the path, you notice marks in the ground made by the hooves heading east. You soon arrive at another junction in the path. The hoof marks lead south, back to the forest. You decide to head north. In the distance, to the right of the path, you see large birds circling in the sky. As you get closer, you recognize them as vultures.
Apparently that was, like, game important to go in.
Fuck it, we'll figure it out. We'll beat this anyway, Kayla, with our sheer force of will. So, do we step off the path and see what or whom the vultures are interested in, or say fuck it and keep going north? I vote that we go see what it is, because, you know, the dead are easy to loot from. So...
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna go check that shit out. Really? More bizarre anatomy. I don't... Ahead in the grasses, you hear a low moan. You look up to see the vultures patiently waiting overhead. A few steps further and you see the ugly sight of a huge man with muscles like knotted iron staked out to the ground. So he's being crucified except in the ground? Ugh. Ugh. His arms and legs are tied to 4 large wooden pegs driven deep into the ground. The man is naked except for a small loincloth, and his skin is badly blistered from the sun. His face and chest show bloodied signs of cruel torture. His captors will not have gained the information they sought from him because he is a barbarian. If you wish to cut him free, or if you wish to leave him in agony and return...
I'm a barbarian!
So, what do you think? Do we deal with naked guy and free him, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's free him.
Let's free him? Okay, will be nice.
No one deserves to be tied down, and also that really terribly ugly.
You cut the thick ropes holding the barbarian. He grunts and sits up to rub his wrists and ankles. He looks at you and sneers. He is either delirious or ungrateful, for he pulls out one of the wooden stakes from the ground and turns to attack you.
He's just mad because I called him ugly.
God damn it. Alright, oh god. Oh, he beat the shit out of us on that one. And he is still... Oh, wait, that's... Nope, okay, alright. We may need to run the fuck away from this.
You both miss.
He has 1 extra skill, so we have to outroll him by 2 just to... Oh, God. Alright, finally delivered a hit. We're gonna have to heal up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ow! Fuck me! Stop beating the shit out of me, barbarian! Test your luck, test your luck. Unlucky, you do less damage. God damn it! Oh, God. Oh, we're dead.
It's over.
If you are cruelly defeated, you are dead. You have been beaten by the Darkwood Forest, the Forest of Doom. Thumbs up.
Aww.
Can I... Isn't there a way I could... Oh, God damn it. I wish I knew that. I would have saved right before that happened. Let's see. Your position has been saved. I see. Oh, well. Well, then. That's that, I guess. Neat. Oh, I could change the font size and shit? God, I wish I realized all that before I started this. Well then, apparently we're dead. We've been streaming for about 40 minutes. Because we'd have to, like, re-roll fucking everything if we wanted to do this again.
Yeah.
I think we can call it. I'm feeling kind of ugh anyway.
Yeah.
And this way we can get to the after party sooner and play a game for pleasure and I don't have to stress my voice. So, that was the Forest of Doom, and I am now sad in my balls.
Yep. Oh, God. Why is it forked 3 ways? 4 ways.
4 ways. Between that guy and muscle-bound lunatic, I don't know who I'm more scared of.
Why do I get the feeling he did that with his teeth, too? Just bit down on his tongue, sliced through it.
We didn't use any item during that entire situation, did we?
Nope.
Son of a bitch. I do want to play this again, because now I'm very curious. Anyway. Alright, guys, pick this up on Steam. I forgot to mention it at the top of the episode. You can buy this game on Steam. I believe it's only $5? It's not very expensive. Maybe it's... I don't know. Anyway, check it out on Steam. There's a link in the video description if you want to check it out for yourself. And please remember to join us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on hitbox.tv/PyroFalkon for more games. We try to do a different game every week, and we do try to do some audience participation every week if we can pull it off, which this week we sort of did. Anyway, so we have plans for next week because we'll be playing a game that the developer gave me, and then the next week we may or may not have a special guest you guys haven't met yet, so we will see there. But in the meantime... Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you're watching this on Hitbox, please stick around for the after party. But for YouTube, we will see you next week for another stream.
Bye.